Hi everyone, welcome back. And we are Let's Upgrade, and I'm Vinayak, and you're watching me on YouTube. So today we have a session on Linux administration, and the chapter exactly is apps in Linux. So we are going to deal with installing and uninstalling of softwares or applications in Linux. Now, when you are talking about Linux, so hopefully we know that we are talking about two different operating systems there, right? So, or two different classes of operating systems that comes in Linux. One is your Debian, and another one is your POSIX. So in POSIX, we have a different approach of installing any software, and in Debian we have a different approach. So there are several you can say commands that is available to install packages. So I'll just precisely write down the commands in here. Give me a second. So if you talk about POSIX, so in POSIX you have got up a command called RPM. So RPM is one of the installer, right? So the second one is yum, and third one is your apt. So there are several commands that can be used. Now fourth one is zyper, right? And fifth one, the newer one, let me recall it. It's So they have one more. So I'm just missing this point. So there are several installers in here then in the market, right? Now the point is that this RPM and Yum are correlated to each other. So how is it correlated to each other? First of all, when you want to install up a package or install up any application into the system, there are several dependencies that is required to be also installed with that particular application, and it happens 90% of the times. 10% of the applications are as such that stands alone in nature, and you can just individually install them. While if you talk about certain applications like Apache or HTTPD, or you can say VSFTPD. So these sort of applications require certain other dependencies in order to work. So for those that require dependencies to work, we will go for Yum. So I'll just show you these two, RPM and Yum, that how they work. So first of all, let's get started with RPM here. Can you put me on backstage, please? Okay, so we have this machine here. Now your CentOS 6. Okay, so it's taking a bit of time to start. Yeah, it has started. So let's log in with, first of all, to install an application, you require to have root privileges, or you should be placed under the sudoers list. Okay, so here we go. First of all, to know that how many packages are installed in my system, I'll just go for a command called rpm-a. So this rpm-all. Okay, wait a second. rpm-help. So, and it should be, I guess, QA. Give me a second. Yes. rpm-q. So these are all the packages that is installed in the system. Now you can use any grep command to just search for a command packages there. Like I want to search for the Python packages, so I'll just grep in here -i and Python, and it will tell me what are the Python packages that is installed. So there are so many Python packages installed in here. So do we have an HTTP server installed here or Apache? HTTP. We do have HTTP server installed in here, right? So do we have vsftpd installed here? We don't have vsftpd installed here. So this is how we check up an application is installed or not, right? Now, in order to install an application, we'll need repositories to install, right? That means where the packages are exactly located, those places are called repositories. So just type, go to settings and mount your CD-ROM drive. So this will work in CentOS 6. This is not going to work in CentOS 7. Remember that, or neither in CentOS 8. So just go to this place, CD DVD ID, and check that your CDs ROM drives are connected or not, right? Okay. Now mount your CD-ROM drives like you mounted us. You can say partitions in the same way you can mount up a CD-ROM drive here. So we'll just go for creating up a directory mkdir/dvd. Okay, that's it. And I'll mount my CD-ROM drive. So mount/dev/CD-ROM/DVD. Now DVD exactly contains all the contents of CD-ROMs. Just go to that directory /DVD. Type in here ls, you'll get all the content in here. So we'll have to go to the directory called packages, CD packages. And here we have all the RPMs available. You can see that there are several files that has RPMs in there, right? So rpm-less. That there are several files that has rpm as its extension. So all these packages are in fact some sort of applications that can be installed. Either they are applications or they are in fact some sort of dependencies that can be installed in the system here, right? So I'll just queue in here, quit from here. Let us say that I want to install something like vsftpd. Let's take it vsftpd. So do we have vsftpd here? So ls pipe it to grep and vsftpd here. So yes, we have vsftpd here, right? So what we can do, we can type in a command rpm-ivh and vsftpd, this one. So I just tabbed it out and it took up the full application. So see, this package is particularly installed. Now the system has become an ftp server in here, right? So how will we say that this system is an ftp server? So I'll just type in here ftp localhost, and ftp command is again not found. See here, so we didn't get a command called ftp there. So let me see if we have a command called ftp. So ls pipe it to grep -i ftp. So do we have an ftp client? So we have this ftp client here. So this is our ftp client. So let's install this one. Copy this. Okay. So rpm -ivh and ftp. Yes, this one. So now FTP is installed. So this was your server side application for FTP, and this is your client side application for FTP. Now since FTP is installed, we can just do an FTP on this system, FTP localhost, and this systems is telling okay. So the FTP command is available, but this is telling that the connection is refused. That means the system is not accepting connection here. So we'll just tell a bye, and we'll start the service first of all. So service vsftpd start. So check config vsftpd on. So these two commands are going to switch on the FTP servers and make it persistent in nature upon restart. So if I do FTP localhost now, I should get up an FTP connection here. So, right, so permission, it's telling permission denied because I didn't provide the username. So I can just provide up a username in here like anonymous, and a blank password. It should take me. So yes, I am logged in successfully to this FTP server, right? So just if we want to quit in from here, just tell bye. So this is how a package is particularly installed. So if I want to uninstall a package, so first of all we'll have to stop the services. So service vsftpd stop, and this stops the service vsftpd stop, and check config vsftpd and off. This is going to switch off the vsftpd service. Now if we want to see that vsftpd is installed, it's rpm hyphen qa and pipe it to grep vsftpd. Supposedly we'll get the output. Yes, this is already installed, so we want to uninstall it. So rpm hyphen e and vsftpd here. So this is a bug around here. So it's telling you that vsftpd package is not installed, right? But vsftpd package is installed in here. So this is what I wanted to show you, that if you want to, it's erasing the package, but it's telling you that package C vsftpd package is not installed, but it is installed. So this existed. There is a bug that exists in your CentOS 6. If you update this one, which cannot be done obviously because it's out of life. So this does not exist in newer versions of operating system there. Okay, so whatever, we can use rpm-e to erase a package. It's uninstall or erase, whatever you understand. Now the point is that let's clear the screen and try to understand yum here. So we are still inside packages directly. So ls pipe it to grep kde. So there is a package, there is something called, okay, it's not kde star, it's kde. So there are so many kde packages. So kde is a common desktop environment. So one or two of you were asking questions that day, right? What is the difference between kde and genome? So kde and genome are nothing but they are two different you can say desktop looks over there, that is it. Or they are two different GUI environments, you can say. Now I want to install kde in this system over there, right? So how will I do that? So first of all, which kde should I install here? This is very much you can say very difficult to answer that this is the right package to install, right? So let's take any one package or our language package first of all. So do we have this here? English A B C D E. I don't find it. I'm not able to search for it, right? Let's see KDE and English. Yes, there are packages that have KDE in English. No, there is nothing like that. Okay, whatever. So let's try to install rpm hyphen ivh KDE, any package that it takes. There are 424 possibilities. So okay. Uh, okay, let's install this one. Try to install this one. KDE utils, right? KDE utils. KDE utils and for. So see, okay, so I'm erasing it. Sorry, man. So I'll install it. Hyphen IVH. So see, this is what I wanted to show you. So it told me that there are failed dependencies. I tried to install. So VSF TPD was easily installed, but this KDE is not installed as we desired in here, right? So it's telling you that you have a failed dependency here. So this wherein you have failed dependencies means these are the subsidiary packages, or you can say supported packages for KDE to work. Now this either I go and install this one first. So let's go and install this one first of all. So this package is also available in fact. So rpm hyphen ivh and lib, okay, it's already copied, and right click paste. So again, no such files or directory, we don't have it. We don't have it. So see, we don't have it, it's not giving us the packages. So this is the situation where we exactly require yum to be used over there. Now yum requires a repository to be created. So how do we create a repository? First of all, so here we are creating a yum repository, creating a yum repository. So how do we do that? First of all, go to this directory cd/etc/yum.repos.d. So if you see over here, you have got several repositories that is already built in. Now I want to use my CD DVD as my repository because all the packages are particularly located in my CD DVD. So I will use my CDs packages to and use yum command to locate all the packages from CD or DVD and install it. So for that, create a file called vi CentOS 6.repo. Now the first line of this one is going to be the name of the repo. So it is CentOS, a tag of the repo, CentOS 6. So this should exactly resemble your file name, in fact. Now, next one is your name. Name is equal to CentOS on DVD, right? And base URL is equal to file ://dvd, right? So because we mounted into DVD directory, right? So this can be an FTP location, this can be an HTTP location even, but since I have mounted it in my local directory over there, so I'll put in file ://dvd. Now the next one is enabled is equal to 1, and GPG check PGCHCKS is equal to 0. That means I'm not going to check for the keys because I know that they exist in my local repository and they are good to go. Now I have created up a repository. Is the repository able to serve the files? Type in here yum repo list. Yum repo list is going to give you all the repositories that the system understands. So see here, it's giving you that CentOS 6 is a repository, and it's the repository's name is CentOS on a DVD, and it has got 6,713 packages in there. There are several other repositories, but I'm not finding in any packages at that place. That means they are not able to either communicate or something is wrong with them, right? Now if you want to install KDE, just go for yum install KDE and put a star here, and it's going to install KDEs over there. So what happened? setting up install mirror, install process, loading mirrors speeds up cache, error, all mirrors are not using FTP or HTTP is invalid. Release, removing mirror list with no mirrors. Okay, so find a valid repository. So okay, I'll just do one thing. I'll remove all the repositories over there that has CentOS as its name. So rm CentOS star. So I am removing all the older repositories. Okay. So I just have one repository in here. That is it. And I should be able to install it, I guess. Yes, see. So if there is a repository that is conflicting in here, so that will exactly not let you install up a package. So this one exactly solves up the dependencies as well and installs up the packages whatever you want. So see here we have got 293 packages to be installed. So which are there? Almost everything is dependent on each other. I just wanted to install KDE, right? But KDE has got several other you can say packages that is dependent on it. So the system found out through, or Yum in fact, found out that through our repositories database that yes, there are all the packages located in the DVD and the DVD is acting as the repository and these are all the packages that depends on KDE. So let's install all of them. So it told me that there are 293 packages that has to be installed. 713 MB is the download size and install size is 2.1 GB. So let's go and install this one. So it has got some error there. So downloading packages from this, no more mirrors to try. So let me try a smaller package there. Yum install httpd star. Still you see here it took up the httpd and other dependent packages related to that. Yes, might be there is some corruption with that ISO image or something. So this is installing. Okay, so our web server is ready now. Now you can just initiate the web server service. So service httpd start and check config httpd on, and I'll see that it starts on Firefox http / localhost. And it should show me a default page of it http site. So yes, we are able to open up an Apache to test page. So this is the test page. Now, if you want to put our content in there, just press Control C. It will break up, and go to cd/var/f var www/html directory and create up an index file here. Vi index.html, and I'll just create a small HTML page. Mark you. Welcome. Okay. Well, to upgrade. Uh, so I have a mail. Let me check that. So it's telling that you have a mail in this. So something I might have messed up. So here mail and a crash has been detected. So I'll just put in the number of the mail that I have got here, one, and there was a crash on Firefox. Okay, doesn't matter for us. You. Okay, so let's restart this service here. Service HTTPD restart, and the web server has started now. Restarted, I need to say, and we'll start Firefox, and we should be able to see up the default page. Welcome to LetsUpgrade. So this is our web server currently working, right? And this is not only that, this website is available in this machine itself. If you just have a look at the IP address, so let's have a look at the IP address of the system. So IPA, this shows that this is the IP address 192.168.180.194. So just you can open up something from a browser on your laptop or something, or any other system that is on the same LAN. So what is 180.194, right? So HTTP :/ 192.168.180.194. We should supposedly get that, but I know that SE Linux is working, so that is why this will currently not be available. Okay, so next one is how do you remove a package? So yum remove and HTTPD. So this is going to remove your HTTPD server. So I hope you understood how do we create up a repository, how do we install using a repository, and how do we remove a package using a repository. Okay, now let's jump on to one more exercise in there, wherein we'll install a, so I'll just escape it here. Now, some of you were asking me that is DNF and yum same? No, DNF and yum are not same. They are different installers, right? So give me a second, you'll understand it better. I should log on as Kernel. So I don't have Ubuntu machine ready, so I'll instantly get one from the cloud. So in Ubuntu, it's not yum. Remember that. Or in the what do you say, Debian or Kali Linux, it's not yum. It's a different approach. There we use Kali. Sorry, we use APT. Here we go. Compute engine, instances. Okay. So I'll name it as Debian 1. So this is going to be a Debian machine. And here we have okay, n1, and it's one micro instance, and this is a Debian 10 machine here, right? I'll just go and create this one. So we are creating a, give it a second, it will, a Debian machine will be created. Okay, so this machine is created. Let's go for an SSH. So here in case of Debian, we have installer as apt. So let me show you that. And we don't need to create repositories in here. So the repositories in cloud is always available by default. Okay. So I hope that the screen is visible. If not, just I'll increase the font size a bit. Okay. So here we have to first of all sudo hyphen it become administrator in this case, and here we have got a command called apt. So you can see here apt is a command here, right? So apt install httpd or any package that you want, right? So I'll just go for httpd here. There are so many, there are packages related to httpd. So package httpd has no installation candidate. That means httpd is not available. So httpd has an alternative called apache. Apache. Apache is not available even. So apache 2, let's see. Yes, apache 2 is available. So the package newly packaged, you need to know the package over name over there. So here we are installing apache 2. And if you want to remove it, apt remove apache 2. If you want to see that yum works over here, yum install pd, yum command is not available. So yum command and apt commands are different. So yum is used in your Debian side, and yum is used apt is used in your Debian side, and yum is used in your POSIX side of Linux there, right? So can you install yum here? So let's see, apt install yum. That means I want to install a different installer. Let's see here. This is even possible that you install up a different installer there. That means yum was already an installer, but and apt was already an installer available. Yum was not the installer that was available, so I installed yum. So now yum install httpd, is it going to work? httpd is not available. So can I just type in here yum repo list and get the list of repositories? List. So there are no repositories. We have to create the repositories, right? So I don't know about the repositories that they use. So I just otherwise we have to Google search for that. Uh, so exit in here. I'll just shut up. So obviously you need to understand that. Wait a second. So I just want to show you one more thing here. So apt install Cyper Zyper is another installer. So Zyper hyphen help. This is again a package manager that you can use. Search for packages, so is Zyper search. So I'll just type in here Zyper search, see what happens. So we are not getting much of details in here. I haven't even used Zyper because Zyper is generally used. Generally, what Zyper is available by default in Fedora, and I don't use Fedora much of that. But we know that there is another installer called Zyper that is available, right? So let's leave this page here. Delete this machine. I'm going to spin one more called Ubuntu and show you this one. Ubuntu there. So I'll name it as Ubuntu 1. And same, I'll take up F1 micro instance here. This has to be changed to Ubuntu, right? So Ubuntu, and I'll take up the this one. Okay, select it, create. Okay, so we are ready. Sudo hyphen. This is Ubuntu. You name hyphen a. This is Ubuntu, and we have got apt here. Apt install httpd. HTTPD available? No, HTTPD. By default, this package is not designed for this one. So we have Apache 2. So Apache 2 and HTTPD are same products, but with some different, you can say, perspective in there. Both are used to create web servers. So here, this is used. And can we install yum inside this one? So apt, first of all, let's remove this. Apt remove Apache 2. Remove has a typo. And apt install yum. We cannot do that. So not all versions specifically support this one, that we can have two installers. Remember that. Okay. So it is time now for attendances. Please take up the attendance and then we'll move on to questions.
Sure, sir. Guys, I'm putting the attendance link in the chat section. Make sure you mark your attendance. Guys, I've put the attendance link in the chat and also in the description. Make sure you mark your attendance.
Velan Chandrasekhar. Okay, just take up the attendances and then we'll move.
Yes, so we can continue.
Okay, so guys, it's now time for the questions. So, Velan, whatever installer you use, if you have got the repositories, the packages are going to be the same. It's a matter of just the installer change. The installer is the installer. It is going to install the packages. The packages are not different in nature. How to fix broken package error? Um, so if there is a broken package or there is a, you can say, problem with your RPM database, this is issue arises. So there is a script for that. I'll just show you that script which can be used to you can say manipulate the broken packages there. Give me a second. uh, Search uh, dot. Let's try to install something. Yum install DOS to Unix. It's already in the latest version. If say, let's say there would have been a some corruption and it told me that, see, I am having corruption and I cannot install that. So there is a I have created a script for that. So you can type in all the commands individually even. So I have here a script called wait a second, 350 s reset RPM DB. So this is the script that can do this for task for you. The package is corrupt. DNF, I guess, is the newer installer, right? So DNF command is by default not available. This is your CentOS 7, right? Name hyphen A. This is your CentOS 7th version here. So EL Enterprise Linux 7 here. So DNF is in the newer version of Red Hat Linux, I guess, right? So let me do a bit of referencing in here. DNF. Yes, DNF is the newer one. It's found in your Red Hat Linux 8 there, or CentOS 8. They have given us a new installer. So it has been replaced. Yum has been replaced with DNF. Now you don't find Yum in your, what do you say, Red Hat Linux. We have got DNF. Yes, DNF work correct, Mike. You are 100% correct. DNF works in CentOS 8. So it has been replaced with Yum. Yum had issues. Yum had issues with the RPM corruption and all. That is why they replaced it with, what do you say, DNF. Sneha, but what is the processor that you are using? Wasim, I haven't used Red Hat Linux 8 as of now, right? So I am not pretty sure that Yum exists or not. But it has been replaced with a new installer that I know, that I'm pretty confident with. DNF stands for Dendified Yum. Yes, correct. Wasim. So if you dpkg is also a command that is used to install. So if you don't want to use Yum, if you don't want to use apt, go for RPM, but RPM will not resolve the dependencies, Sanu, right? So in order to resolve the dependencies, or like when I was installing KD, you saw that it told me that, see, I cannot install KD because I am missing 293 packages. So either you go and install 293 packages manually, or just go and use Yum to resolve all the dependencies and let the system install all the dependencies by itself, right? So Yum is not an alternative of RPM, but it's an advanced version wherein you will find that dependencies are resolved, which RPM didn't do for us. So, Sanu, I hope I'm not understanding your question. What about package other than apt and Yum? I'm not getting your question properly. So apt and Yum are itself the package installed. Zyper is also one of them. You saw that. Neha, the processor 1.3, sorry, i3 and 1.9 gigahertz. It's okay. The processor seems to be okay, but it's not good for virtualization. Well, then we cannot install a package inside a custom installer until unless we change the behavior of the installer itself, right? Because all the packages are moving either into USR or inside bin or inside S bin. There, that means there are several places where the packages and the packages dependencies gets installed. So, like in your Windows, can you install anything inside your C:/users or something? All the applications are installed inside your program files or something like that. right? Program files or system 32. In the same way, the installer side is specifically been designed in such a way that the packages will be actually deported at certain places. So you cannot exactly go and install it in a home directory. And home directory is not meant even for that. Git bash, what is the difference between, Dhananjay has asked a question, what is the difference between Git bash and Linux bash terminal? So Linux bash terminal is the pure terminal that we get in Linux, right? It's while Git bash is an emulator. We get an emulation of Linux environment. It's not pure bash. It's not PKG, Sanu, it's DPKG, I guess. Right. DPKG is again for Debian side. So DPKG is like your Red Hat RPM, right? So you want to install individual packages, you can go and install using DPKG. PKG is not a command, I guess. Wait a second, let me search. PKG is an installer. Line. Wasim, Hyper-V cannot be enabled everywhere. Your operating system should be either a professional or ultimate version for Hyper-V to be there. So Hyper-V package is not even available everywhere. Like I have a Windows 10, so I don't think I have a Hyper-V in here. Wait a second. So control panel. This is my home edition of Windows 10 and install a package. All programs and features, turn Windows features on or off. So this, I don't think Hyper-V should be available over here. Let's check. A B C D E F G H I. I don't find Hyper-V. So Hyper-V is not found everywhere. So if you want to go for a free solution, why don't you go for Oracle VMbox? Oracle VMbox is free for all. Now, Kalyan, tomorrow we don't have class. Okay. Please rate today's class from 5 is excellent and 1 you would like. Rakesh, Oracle is first of all it's free, right? VMware you require licenses. It's I'm not telling it's good, right? It's free. That is why we can use it without any hesitation, and almost all the features are available. So why should we go for a paid version of VMware Workstation or something? And Hyper-V, if you are not purchasing up a product like what do you say, professional version or ultimate version of a product or enterprise version of a product, you will not get that Hyper-V. So ultimately, what is left, what is remaining is Oracle VM box. And if you want to use a pirated version of something, so go for anything, whatever you like. Everything is okay. Okay, so we are ending up the session for today. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope that this has been informative for you. Let's see each other in the next class. Next class is going to be on monitoring your Linux box. So we'll use some CPU utilization, RAM utilization, and disk utilization techniques to be evaluated. Thank you so much again. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, Shoaib, for your assistance.
Guys, make sure you have marked your attendance, and the next session will be on Monday, same time. Thank you.